Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk about Indiabulls Housing Finance Limited. So I am revisiting the stock after some time. So after 2020 fall. So then most of the influencers and in Z News or wherever. So Z News was the first influencer community, right? They used to watch the news and then they used to buy that. So Avaz is one of them. So they were recommending this as 2022 ka या 2023 ka the best stock, okay? And that is when the fall started again. So they recommend 2022 ka must stock hai ye. That it fell to 92 rupees or something similar. So I was like, ये news वाले कभी भी झूठी बोलेंगे. So let's leave that now. So what I wanted to speak and what I'm interested in India Bull Housing Finance is basically I wanted to look at what and explain you in detail on supply, support, resistance, and what exactly are the factors behind it. So let me tell you, whoever are the investors, right? I'll tell you about opportunity cost here. So what's happening here is people don't buy it, almost most of them don't buy it the lows and sell highs, right? So only few people are those, but even those people, if they are going to buy at the 2020 ka end and waiting till now, it has gone how much 2x in 4 years, almost close to 4 years. It has become 2x. So this way, or if I go further, let's say if someone is buying at this bottom, so thinking this is the bottom, right? If someone bought it January 1st, 2020, the opportunity cost right now is 32%. That is minus and minus. So they have wasted all these 4 years in not investing in other stocks. So this is called opportunity cost. Basically, you would, if you had sold this asset and bought some other asset, how would the valuation look like? And there were signals, many signals, and even let's say the bottom pickers everywhere. So if the prices fall until here and abhi kitna low jayega is what the mental attitude would be. But then it went further down. So if someone has bought at 320 or any of these zones, the price has still dropped. And if you see, there's a huge buying volume here. And this month, particularly this month, there's a huge buying volume. So I want to talk to you about this buying mentality. What has happened is this buyers, whoever has bought here, is what I want to speak about, because they are institutional or whatever kind of buyer they are low value pickers. So what's happening with them is they have allocated their portfolio 10% of it somewhere, and this is a small investment. Let's say, let's talk only like that. Then the only cost which they are going to have is the other portfolio, other stocks might grow, but this might fail badly, and the opportunity cost is lost here. So what's happening is if someone has bought here at the lows and now it has reached 2%. So now is where I want to speak about what is support and resistance and what is supply demand. Okay. So what's happening here is people who have already sold here are gone completely. They were all the sellers here, and here are the new purchasing people. And once the price goes up, half of the people tend to exit thinking that they have received a good price. Okay, let's say 12% from this. Okay, they have got around 60% from the lows and 50%, and they have exited here. So this people, whoever has exited here, I have given a good valuation over this, right? 320 is a good selling zone, supply zone, is what they have created. Now, this is where it all starts. So the next month, what happens is they kept on, the other people also kept on selling, that the price might not go above this. And few people who are short hands, they basically immediately sell it off once they get the profits. And then again, the stock fell drastically. Now, this is what happened. The people who have received losses here, they thought 50x was a growth. They exited, and many people exited further. And then, there's more selling, and here there are new bottom pickers. What would happen is the price is going up, and now what these people think is, मेरे को जरा profit मिल गया, let me sell it. So once it reaches here, there is that profit, booking profit mentality, and people have kept on booking the stock price over here. So they didn't let this go. So this price is what they were setting up with. And then the price went above that, and even then they started selling. So this is a new trend which they have found. So now what happens is the mental attitude of people and how the series, everything works here. So now what happens is, I'm only talking about this specific people. They might have sold, everyone might have sold it off here, but what they create is a supply demand cycle where, if a stock is going up, here is where they have created a supply zone. So there is a huge supply. Whenever it comes here, they want to book their profits here. So whoever has purchased here, it's going up till here, again it's coming down. So what this people will think is, "Arey, zera profit aane do, I will sell it." Or whoever is buying here at this zone, right? This is a huge support zone in between, where supply and demand zone, where everyone is buying here and selling here, buying here and selling here. So whoever has bought here are booking profits here, and whoever has bought here, right, since the price has gone down, they are thinking to buy it or sell it once it's back here, depending on the valuation of it. So I'm only talking about technical aspects of it and psychological aspects of it. So this is what supply and demand is. So it's basically thinking what the previous people before you have purchased, what are they thinking about the stock. So that is technicality. How you have to think technicals is basically how the previous person before you has taken a decision at a particular zone. So this has been a time proven and price proven price point. This is what they are giving the price at. This is just about the price, not about valuation at all. This is just plainly speaking, this is only about price. So people, even though it comes for a low value right now, people tend to give a same price. So it might be low value or high value, but price is what they have purchased for, and that is one thing which matters in the stock. Valuation matters a lot when you see future in mind, but again there's an opportunity cost here, where huge opportunity is lost. So whoever has invested in this, right, so since that day till now, they have lost 4% or something. So what they tend to do right now, whoever has bought here, everywhere, they try to exit as soon as possible, because they have not received any kind of money so far, and they have not got really good money for 4 years, almost 3 years, 2 years, whatever. But this is when your long-term investments get to, you tend to close down your non-performing assets. So this has turned into that. Now, uh, so let's go to the fundamentals right now. This is technical aspect of it. Now let's go to fundamental aspects of it. Now, when you see the fundamentals, the same chart again, the broad level chart, it has gone ups and downs, and now it's at the bottom. Now, compared to valuation wise, the P ratios are at median. So this is what it says is it's at a decent valuation. As always, historic median mein hi hai. So there's no temptation to buy it again. So whoever is a valuation guy, whoever sees the historic mean, they are basically P ratio to wahi pada hai. So that way. And now whoever is seeing price to book, right? They think ki, yeah, this is at a good valuation zone compared to other companies. So मेरे को actual book value इससे ज़्यादा मिल रहा है. So this is undervalued company is what these people tend to think. But again, there is an opportunity cost for it. So the PV ratio has been the same since almost 3 years right now. So the guy who has invested here is the same guy who might be investing here. So the opportunity cost might not change, but the waiting period might be there. So a realization of asset can increase. Now let's go to other fundamental aspects of it. Why would someone value it below its asset? Okay. Now coming to the main aspect why it is terrible is just because of the gross NPA. The gross NPA has increased year on year till 3%. And basically these businesses are high leverage businesses. So increase of two kinds. One is interest rate increase and NPA increase. Both are terrible for this, and both have increased in the past few years. And these guys are sitting at the highest, while other banks are also there, where they have reduced it and they were stable. So Canfin Finance is one example. And if you see this uh, House First Finance company, they are reducing their NPS while this company is still at the highs. So only this might be one of the drastic factor of changing that. But ultimately, it's sitting in a decent valuation, and I won't be investing in this because of these two facts. Apart from that, let's see how much debt they have raised. Okay, first let's see debt to equity. So debt to equity is inversely proportional to P. That is how not P try what am I saying? Yeah, whatever valuation we are giving. So when the sales are up and no equity price is down and equity is debt is also debt to equity is also down. It is inversely proportional. Sorry, I can't explain it in a much better way. But yeah, now let's go to I'll explain it on another video. But now let's go to the other topic where where I was not really impressed is in the sales. The sales have dropped and still it can't be getting the ratio of 8 PE. This is where I was not convinced with the stock and willing to buy it. So I'm not going to invest it because of this. The sales growth was not there, and why would someone invest in where sales growth is not there and they don't have any uh, cash flow which they were having? What is a profit margin? Again, it is unstable here and it has been decreasing. Profit margin itself is decreasing, and on top of that they have NPS. So these are the factors which makes me not invest. So whoever is a investor who has been investing so far is also thinking to exit at a good price. So whoever has entered here but take a loss and go out of the stock. So this might be the tendency where the stock might not go up. So I have mixed fundamentals with first coming from technicals and going to fundamentals, because this is a completely beaten down stock. So once it's beaten down, it is always about supply demand most of the time. So only when there is a momentum that the valuation is justified. Otherwise, if there's no momentum, the valuation might not be justified. So these are the trades first. So that's the reason I'm seeing technicals first and the reason behind it later. Okay, guys, thank you for watching my video. Bye.